Good evening, warriors. Good evening, community. How are you all doing tonight? I have missed you guys. I know it is dark outside. It is, I think, trying to snow or something like that. It is crazy. If it's snowing where you are, like put something in there, like say, what is it doing out there where you are? I know it's dark. I do know that. I hate this time change. And I wish we didn't have the time change. I wish they would just leave it like whatever it is. I just wish they would leave it. And but it's so good to be back with you ladies tonight. How have you been doing? Please put something in the comment and let me know how you are doing, what's going on in your life, anything that you want me to know or that you don't mind the community knowing, put it in there. If this is your first time here, make sure that you put your name in the comment section and let us know who you are so that we can welcome you to our community. Yes, we love all first timers. So I'm trying to fix something. And yeah, also don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you like the page, follow the page, share the stream if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, and then also make sure you subscribe if you have not already, and then hit that bell so that anytime I'm on, you are notified. So yes, ladies, how are y'all doing? Are y'all ready for, let me see, it's November. Are you ready for Thanksgiving? I know it's in a couple weeks. What are you gonna have for Thanksgiving? Are you gonna have a bunch of people over? Are you gonna go over somebody else's house? Who's doing the cooking? Y'all doing the cooking? What you doing? Okay, I want to know. I want to know. But it's so good to be on here. Last week I was prepared to come on, but it was just one of those days where I was so tired, and it was just like, you know what? I just can't do it. I was just really beat. I think I was still maybe tired from vacation, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so yeah. And then the other week I was on vacation. My husband and I, we were in Richmond, Virginia. I went down there to do some research on my family history, and I was able to find some wonderful information about a great great aunt who was actually born in 1869, just 4 years after slavery ended, which is crazy when you think about that and how close like she was to me in that. You know what I'm saying? I never got a chance to meet her, but just the fact that I had a great great aunt that was just born 4 years after slavery ended, and she died in 1976, so she was like 107 years old. But it was just wonderful. Okay, let me see what y'all got on here. Let's see. Harriet. Harriet, are you cooking or what you doing? You going over somebody's house? I bet you going over somebody's house. I bet you are. Let me see. I'm trying to guess, and y'all tell me if I'm right. Beverly, I bet you're going over somebody else's house. I bet you. Chris, I was going to say, I bet you do the cooking because of your mom. Phyllis Keelan. Let me see. Cheryl, you probably do. Oh, thank you for saying you miss me too, Cheryl. Um, I bet you do the cooking. Let me see. Sandra Easley, I bet you doing the cooking. Oh, you're snowing lightly. It's cold. I know. I know it's crazy. It is cold. All of a sudden, it just got cold. It's crazy. Monica, I bet you do the cooking. Yes. I know you're not cooking. I see. I knew I was right, but you're going to be in Bowling Green. Okay. Sweet. Very good. Phil is having all of our children, grandchildren, babies over. I love it. That's just a wonderful time. It's an absolutely wonderful time for family. And I would like to say sometimes your chosen family. Okay. Your chosen family. Because sometimes, your blood family don't be doing right. So you got to do have your chosen family. Anybody feel me on that one? And so yeah, so you still have a wonderful time with your chosen family. Yes, okay, you're pitching in with the cooking. Okay. You make fire green beans. Okay. Okay, girl. Clock it, as the kids say. Clock that. Yes. Okay. So listen, so let me get in here what I want to talk about tonight, guys. And this is pretty much where I'm going to be for the rest of the year. Okay. Is where I'm going to be. I'm going to talk about how sometimes, but my children are starting to host now. See, okay, so now you're in the elder stage where they get to do all the cooking, and you get to just like come and like sit down and drink some eggnog and that kind of thing. So I'm still at the point right now because I'm in between, right? I'm an elder, but then I still got like my mom and my mother-in-law who are above me. So I'm still having to do a lot of the cooking. Whereas I'm trying to convince, I was talking to my sister. I don't know if she's on here, but I was trying to convince her to spend the night on Thanksgiving Eve so she can help me do some of that cooking. And I'm trying to convince her granddaughters, Taylor and Courtney, if they would come and spend the night on Thanksgiving Eve so they could be here to help do a lot of that stuff. But see, both of them got boyfriends now. So probably not, right? Because they ain't thinking about it. They thinking about their boyfriends, which I get all that too, because I've been there. So I get it. So yeah. Okay. So you do greens too, Chris? Okay. All right. Hey, Marquita, how you doing? Where my shirt? You supposed to show me my design today. I ain't seen no design. Okay, so listen. So let me get into what, because it is already, I be talking to y'all because see, I haven't talked to y'all in a couple of weeks. So now I'm just like catching up. Like, is there anything that's going on in your life that I need to know? Like, type it in there because I want to know what's going on with you guys. Okay, because I be missing some things, and so I want to know what's going on. And yeah. And then I'm still teasing Monica because she would still be looking all cute every Sunday. I'm watching you, girl. I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. Watching you. Yes. All right, Simone. So glad you're on here tonight. Not sure where you'll be. I'm sure you'll be eating. Amen. Amen. I'm looking forward to that Thanksgiving where I can just come and sit down. I don't know if I'm going to get there. Okay. I'm off. All right. But I'm just so happy that you guys are on here and I get to talk to you. Okay. So listen, like I said, this is pretty much where I'm going to be. And you saw the thing that said where you are right now, what you're doing at the end of the year is pretty much what you're going to be doing at the beginning of the year. Right. And so what does all that mean is that when you just try to make that hard stop and just say, oh, I'm just going to start eating right and cut out all sugar for 2026. I'm not going to eat any sugar. Okay. Or I'm going to go to the gym every day and starting in 2026. I'm going to, let me see what else we do. I don't know. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to apply for that job or whatever that thing is. Okay. And we make all these big, what do they call them? Things at the beginning of the year. All right. Resolutions. And you've heard me say, and I know you all have heard that when people make resolutions at the beginning of the year, by the 21st day of January, all those resolutions are done. They're not even doing them anymore. They already quit them within the first 21 days or something like that. Okay. So, what am I saying? It's that if you want to make some lasting changes in your life, you have to start doing the little things right now. Okay. You have to start. Thank you, Marquita. You have to start doing the little things right now. Okay. Like for instance, I had pretty much fallen off the wagon with my running this year. It was like a bust. And I'm going to tell y'all very, very quickly. I did a half marathon in Lexington. I did the Run the Bluegrass. and they changed, and it was always very hilly. Okay. Beautiful race. You know, you're running by the horse farm and all that stuff. But they changed the course. So it was even more hilly. So what happened was 3 weeks before that, I did a half marathon. I did the Kentucky Derby half marathon with my sister-in-law. And after that 3-week period, I hadn't run like none. And so then I had the nerve to get out there and was like, I'm going to do this half marathon, another 13 miles, and hadn't even run since the last half marathon 3 weeks prior. That race kicked my behind. I want to say another 3-letter word, but I don't know if Pastor Harris is on here, so she might get me if I say it. But it kicked me. About 4 miles in, I told my husband who was there with me, I said, I'm not going to be able to finish this race. You're just going to have to come and get me because I already know I ain't going to be able to finish it. And he was like, no, like you're a ward. You can do it. And it was so many hills. It was just unreal. Okay. It was unreal. It was so many hills. I mean, like it was so many hills that pretty much everybody was just walking it instead of running it. I was so bad, and I think I looked so bad that they had people like riding around on bicycles, like to check on people, see how they were doing. And there was a guy that just like literally stayed with me who was on a bicycle because he could tell like I was struggling. Like I'm going to die out here. I'm going to pass out. And because I just can't do it. I think I may have even blacked out in my head. I mean, because I'm like, I don't even feel my legs. It was, when I say it was bad, it was bad. Now, did I finish it? I did. But it was the worst race of my entire life because I was not prepared and I didn't do what I needed to do to do the race and to finish it and finish it well. And that is how it's with us so much in our life. We have all of these big plans and things that we want to do, and that's wonderful. And you should have goals. And I pray that you're not living a life where you just, whatever happens, what they say, que sera, whatever will be, it's just, whatever happens. I pray you're not living your life like that. I pray you have goals. I pray you have dreams and things that you want to accomplish. Okay. But in order to do those things, you have to be prepared. You got to do those things that you need to do beforehand so that you can run this race and run it well. And I tell you, and I'm just being honest, I never, ever want to run a race like that again in my entire life. It was that bad. And when I say it was bad, and y'all know, I run for the medals. Okay. And it was terrible. Terrible. So you don't want to have this dream, whatever that dream is, whatever that medal is for you. You don't want to have that medal or that desire to get to that medal, whatever that thing is. And then you're running that race and it's so terrible that you either want to quit or you just don't even want the thing at the end of it because you don't enjoy the journey of it. You got to enjoy that. Yes, there's going to be challenges. Yes, there's going to be ups and downs. That when I say hills, I'm not exaggerating. It was nothing but hills the whole way. And as soon as you think you're coming down a hill, is you're just looking at another one that's going up even higher. Okay. And so you don't want to run a race where you can't even enjoy the journey. So it's what you do beforehand to prepare you for that race that's going to make you be able to run that race well. So already what I've said, okay, I got to get my blank back in the gym. Like I was going to run outside tomorrow. I did run Saturday, and I just did like about 3.25 miles. And I did walk some, but I ran a lot too. But I said I got to get myself back in, to out there running. So I was going to run outside because I love running outside as opposed to in the gym. But with it being so cold, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the Y tomorrow. So you know what I did right before I came on here? I got my stuff together. I got the stuff that I'm going to wear to the gym. I got that stuff. That stuff is out. Socks, everything is out. I just need to put my shoes by the door. I got my other clothes out that I'm going to put on once I come back home and get my shower. I'm going to the gym at like 5 o'clock and it opens at 5:15. I'm going to be there at 5:15. But I've done that before. So, but I have to do that because I have so much to do during the day that it's just easier for me to get in there, get it done, and then I can go about my day. Okay. So I don't have an excuse in the morning. Only thing I got to do is go to bed early enough so I can get up in the morning and go and do what I need to do. All right. So that's helping to prepare me for other things that I've got going on next year. I can't say I'm just going to, get out there and do another race again and I'm not prepared. Okay. Y'all know me. Y'all know I've said many times before that the night before, since high school, I have gotten my clothes out at night because I cannot function in the morning running around trying to find something if it fits and if I need to iron it and whatever. I can't function like that. I got to do it all at night, get it all done and ready, all the way down to the underwear, bra, everything. It's all in the bathroom. Okay. What are those things that you need to do to prepare yourself for what you're wanting to do next year? You got to start it right now. If you're saying, I'm cutting out all sugar for 2026. Okay, well then you got to start right now finding recipes that don't have sugar in it. Finding foods that don't have sugar, right? Finding drinks that don't have sugar. And I don't mean all that what is that fake sugar and stuff, because that's bad for you. That's worse than regular sugar. What is it? What should you eat? What should you not eat? Yeah, grapes are good. It's a fruit. But grapes got a lot, especially green grapes, a lot of sugar in it. A lot of sugar. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do your research now. You can't wait until January 1st and say, I'm going to start it. I'm going to do it. You can't. You got to start now. So what is that thing? Even if it's just a little thing to start doing it now. If you're saying, okay, I'm going to start shutting my mouth and stop speaking people out in 2026, then you got to start now shutting your mouth. If you're saying, okay, I'm going to start every day, I'm going to read a verse of scripture, or I'm going to read 5 verses. Okay. Well, start now reading 1 or 2 verses a night, so that when January 1 comes and you up it up to 5, you're already in that mode of doing it. God, I'm going to make sure I pray every morning before I start my day. I'm going to seek you out. I'm going to spend some time in your presence. It's going to start January 1. Wrong. You need to start it now, a little bit now. Even if you do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or you say, I'm just going to start on Tuesdays and Thursdays, making sure that when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do before I reach for my phone is I'm going to go in another room. If you're have a spouse or whatever and they're asleep, go in another room, go in the living room, go in the bathroom, go in the closet, somewhere you can have some privacy to spend some time with God. And then you got to make that space ready. Have your Bible already there. Have a journal already there. Have your ink pen already there. So when God speaks, you can start writing down. Start on Tuesdays and Thursdays and then build up. Because the way I'm telling you guys, the way you end I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at the time. The way you end your year is how it's going to be for 2026. It ain't going to be no different if you're not doing anything different right now. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at some of your comments. Yes, Monica, I am watching you. I sure am. And I've been seeing some things, but I ain't going to say nothing right now. Okay. Let me see. Was it worse than Iroquois Park? Yes. And Iroquois Park is bad because we train in Iroquois Park a lot of times. Not so much the last couple years, but we used to train in Iroquois Park a lot. And I hated it because it was very hilly. Yes, Iroquois Park is very, very bad. But this was worse. You know what I'm saying? Because Iroquois does have... maybe it's just because it was the whole 13 miles that was just like that. Okay. So, but yes, it was bad. It was very, very bad. Yes. Chris, inch by inch. Yes. I think it was, what is that man's name? Not James Brown. He's a motivational speaker, black man. I can't think of his name. I can see his face, dark skin, mustache. Even one time he was engaged to Gladys Knight. And he said that yard by yard is hard, but inch by inch is a cinch. Okay. And y'all know my famous saying. It's not my saying. Somebody else said it. I just say it all the time. 1,000-mile journey begins with one step. Okay. So your homework, guys. Yeah, I ain't been on here and I ain't gave you no homework, but I'm giving you some homework today. Your homework this week. What are you wanting to do for next year? What are some goals? I don't want your whole. Don't even write down your whole. Just one thing. Just one thing that you're wanting to do for next year. Just one thing. And then what can you start doing right now that's going to help get you there? That you can start next week. Because this week you're going to figure out what is that one thing. And then it's going to be, how can you get there? Just do a little bit starting next week. And then I want to know, because I'm going to ask you next week. Put it in the comments. Next week, I want to know, what is that thing? And what is that one thing that you can do just to start on that path? Okay. When I started running, the first thing I had to figure out, I had to get some good running shoes before I even got out there. Because I realized real quick, you can't just buy a regular pair of Nikes because that don't work. Okay. You got to have the right running shoes. So that was before I even started. So what is that thing that you can do that before you even get started that's going to help you to be successful? Okay. Les Brown. That's his name. Thank you. Les Brown. We have like all his tapes and stuff. He's really great. If y'all want to listen to a good motivational speaker, Les Brown, he's good. Yeah. Thank you. How you know Les Brown, Marquita? That was good. Thank you. Yes. Stay faithful in prayer. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to get off of here. Because I got to go pick up my mama and my mother-in-law. And then I'm going to probably watch a movie, and then I'm going to bed because I got to get up early in the morning so I can get my behind to the Y. Okay. Because I cannot tell you all to do something that I'm not doing myself. Okay. All right. So y'all know, please, no, that I love you with my whole heart. I love you. I do. Because I'm just so honored that you would take your time to be on here. So I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, y'all know, I believe in your actions. So get out there, do it. All right. I want you to have a peaceful week. I want you to seek God. Ask, what is that one thing that you want to do for next year? And how can you already start it this year? Okay. Moving in that direction. Okay. Ooh, travel out of the country with my daughters in the process of ordering. Okay. I love that. Hey, Angie girl, how you doing? Yes, glad you are here tonight. Yes. All right, guys, listen, I am getting off of here and I will see you. I might do a little bit of vlogging on here on the I Am Ruth this week, especially since I'm getting back into the gym and so I can get back out there because I really, really miss running and I was really bad this year. All right, guys, I love y'all and do your homework. Okay. Do it. Don't just watch this. Do it. I believe in your action. All right, guys, let me get to where I need to get to. I love y'all and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.